Hi everyone, this is Veni, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, JJ College of Engineering and Technology. Here we discuss about the topic which is called the Principles of Sustainable Development as well as ESG. So this is the topic which is included in the subject which is called FinTech and Sustainability. So this is the paper which we offer to the finance elective students to our department. The outcome of this subject, the student can learn about how the financial technology convert into the application form with the help of machine learning and IoT. So in this paper, the student can learn about the technology-wise finance as well as the student can learn about environmental social governance, how it is reflected in the field of finance, how it is interacted with their investor to increase the investment scenario or not. So in this subject, we are going to explain about the one topic which is principles of sustainable as well as finance. So we know about finance. So finance is a core concept of each and every business. Student as well as the investors know about how the finance process is much important. So we know what is finance. So sustainable finance, which is explained about, which is involvement of environmental social governance, it is focused on long-term finance. So generally, every finance which is focused mainly for short-term finance because of reducing the risk and the return will be get more. While investing in long-term and all, it is quite difficult. And this is actively towards to the economic growth as well as the industry wealth. So we know sustainable finance as well as finance. There is a core difference between finance as well as sustainable finance. So in finance, they fully focus on maximization of profit as well as maximization of shareholders' wealth and all. And here, in sustainable finance, they are focusing how whole economic world as well as economic strength will be improved with the help of the industry. So in industry, they're focusing their level with give the best to the society. So on the basis of economic social governance, the investor will increase the investment which is related to the society. And next topic we're going to share about the three pillars of sustainable finance, which is targeted environmental, social as well as governance. So the environmental focusing which is related to the concept of carbon footprint and greenhouse uses and all. In this environmental, there will be the involvement of government as well as the rules and regulation will be there. And social governance, there will be the involvement which is included the labor welfare, labor laws and as well as how the people can treat it in the company. And in the part of governance, we know each and every company have of rules and regulation and how it will be transparency to the public as well as the society, because this part is most important and this is an ethical part in each and every industry to implement it. So this is a part the investor can easily know about the rules and regulation as well as the process which will be followed by the company. So this is one of the direct tool to directly meet to the investor to know about the company detail as well as the product and what are the procedures and what are the ethical leadership as well as ethical things will be followed by the company. So these are the basic three pillars of sustainable finance. As we already discussed about what is finance and how it is different from sustainable finance, and in sustainable finance we have a three pillars. This is the basic three pillars of sustainable finance. Next, we are going to know about how this sustainable development goal will be framed. Usually we have 7 sustainable goal will be followed. But before that, there will be a millennium development goals will be implemented and it will be started from 2000 to 2015. After that only that sustainable development goals will be implemented. So these two will be, so Millennium Development Goal is also implemented by United Nations and also Sustainable Goal also implemented by the United Nations. Millennium Goal Development will be focused only to remove the poverty as well as hunger to the whole world, as well as Sustainable Development Goal will remove the poverty as well as how to improve the economic development, how to save the planet. So here that Millennium Development Goal consists only 8 goals and Sustainable Development Goal consists 17 goals to achieve. So here we know about the basic difference of both Sustainable Development and Millennium Development Goal. Now we go to the Sustainable Development Goal. So in Sustainable Development Goal, that will be the process will be followed by each and every industry as well as the country to fulfill that 17 goal until 2030. The targeted year to fulfill these 17 goal will be 2030. So this will be started from 2015 derived by United Nations, and most probably These sustainable development goal will focus on how to eliminate the profit, how to protect the planet, and how to safeguard the environment by implementing such 17 goals successfully. So the target to achieve these goals will be 2030. So most probably each and every country will follow this to achieve this targeted year. And next we go about what is that particular 17 sustainable development goals. Before going to that sustainable development goals, that will be broadly divided into triple bottom level approach. So this is a triple bottom line approach which is focused only three phases process which is framed by 17 goals. First will be people, planet as well as profit. So the people is fully focused on social responsibility and planet is focused on environmental responsibility, and finally the profit is under the category of economic value, as we already said, that conventional finance which is focused on maximizing the profit level. And next, just explain the topic, just we go through the side headings. So in goal 1 to 6 is fully focused on people basic need. So we saw about in HR Maslow's need hierarchy theory, this is focused on basic 5 theories. Like these scenario is also implemented here. They focused no poverty in the nation. There will be zero hunger, being a health, wealth and a well-being to the society, gender equality, clean water and sanitation. That is a very basic goal will be framed by United Nations. You have to fill these goals, automatically the level as well as the environment will become quite clean and it will be reflected in the form of social well-being. Next, goal number 7 to 11, that is focused on prosperity, how the economic level. So we just about bottom line approach. The second will be people. So the people mean how environmentally they save. So this is the affordable clean energy and economic growth. It is also focused on industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, which is in the form of whether it is education or work, whatever it is, they concentrate on the equality level in all bases. Finally, how the sustainable cities and communities can develop. So these are the 7 and 11 goals which is fully focused on prosperity of the nation. And goal number 12 to 50, that is purely depend on the protection of planet. How the particular environment, the society protect the planet. So here there will be responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water and life on land. That is the basic thing, how we protect the environment. Even while using some plastic means how we destroy it properly. Nowadays there will be many schemes will be launched by the government, how we properly remove the e-waste management, how we properly remove the plastic and all. It is quite harmful. Like a life below water means there will be n number of life will be below the water like sea and all. How we safeguard dirt living things also. So we each and everything which is used by the human being, how it will be properly disposed in a proper manner. So some of the procedure as well as some of the scheme will be introduced by the government as well as central government. We live with a clean and safety environment. So these are the goal which is included that scheme also. And last one, so goal number 17, sustainable development goal 16 and 17 will include peace. How the institution or the company focusing on peace and justice. And finally, the partnership for the goal means the process how will be implemented within a repeated time. And so we discussed about strategic and sustainable development goal, around 17 goal, which is divided with the category of people, planet, earth vessels, as well as the economic growth. Now, how these 17 will relate to ESG. So economic, social governance, there will be 3 pillars of conventional finance, which is related to sustainable. So how that 17 process of goal will relate to ESG. So here, so under economic, we have 7, 13 and 16 goal, which is related to the environmental safety ESG, that is affordable and clean energy, climate change as well as clean water. So these are the things which is related to environmental to attain the goal. And second one, social. For this social related concept, goal number 5, 8 and 3, that is gender equality, good health and the work distribution to among the society. And last one, governance. So already I said governance is the most important part for to the investors versus society to know about the company's detail in elaborately. So in this goal number 16 and 17, last 2 sustainable development goal will reflect it in the part of governance. Next one, now we go through about the process of principles of sustainable finance as well as what is ESG and what are the goals will be reflected and how it is related to ESG, and discussed about ESG practices in India. So these are the practices will be implemented in each and every sector. So some of the practices we discussed. So in environmental, like Tata Industry, they focusing on carbon emission, greenhouse gases and all. And also they concentrated on electronic vehicle to safeguard the planet. And also it is a circular Hindustan Unilever Limited to focusing to reduce the plastic wastages to the society. About social practices, which is practices in India, like practices followed in Tata Industry, they discloses their CSR mandatory to the investor directly. So there will be the two practices will be followed in social practices. And finally, for governance, they mainly focusing on banking sector. So the banking sector is focusing the green finance. For example, if you are going to open an RD account or FD account to any nationalized bank, now they are providing the e-record. There will be the e-statement provided. That statement itself including the details of the deposit, date of maturity, rate of interest, instead of by giving the paper-based books and all. So most of the bank will focusing on green finance like these format, and these are the practices will be followed in India. And finally, we concluded one of the case study which is practiced by ITC. The case study which is they focused of water positive, how the farmer can utilize the water, as well as they focusing their operation consume. They achieved the closed loop recycling inside factories and massive watershed development program in rural communities and all. And finally, this is the principle of sustainable development and ESG practices which is followed in India. And upcoming slide, we focusing on what is ESG and what are the impact of ESG, how it is surveyed into the society. So here I concluded sustainable finance is most important factors in nowadays the people can focusing, as well as the investors also focusing that sustainable finance to be it is in the part of long-term finance rather than using short-term finance. And three pillars which we already discussed, and nowadays many companies follow that environment social governance practices, as well as their impact will be good in our country. If you have any feedback, kindly send this mail ID vaini@jjcity.ac.in. Hope we continue the next program will be included the ESG impact, as well as the process will be followed in India. Thank you.